Okay.
Oh, we don't mess around. Brian said, we're doing number 12 today too, right?
Absolutely.
I said, yeah, we're doing number 12. Well, anyway, as we're starting to talk about Leon Everett's book, Kimmy was talking about it, I hit the wrong button, and it goes 5, 4, 3. That's how organized we are.
Hey, we're misfits.
Yeah, we are. Total misfits. All right, so what do you think here, Brian?
Let's talk about the GAC record label.
Let's do it.
So May 16th, the whole team actually that got signed on the label, we all met down in Aiken, South Carolina, at Leon's establishment.
What a great place.
The place is awesome.
Oh, 12-acre estate.
Yeah, huge.
Parking for campers.
Campers, tents. They got outside facilities to where if you want showers, there's some history to that place. We'll talk a little bit about that. Because right now, the way they have it set up right now is like with the church thing, and they got a stage in there and everything, and where everybody was at. But in the back room, they got a stage back there, and back in the day,
oh, buddy,
that was a pretty happening place.
Yeah.
Because with Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, Hag, they all played there.
Yeah.
And on that stage,
well, they all knew Leon.
Yeah, and they all knew Leon, so they'd all come, off the interstate. They jump off there, swing in. You never knew who was going to be playing.
Yeah, and Leon said they were never. You never knew, because he said they'd be swinging down in Florida playing and swinging up the East Coast, and they'd have a day or two because they all love to party together.
Yeah.
And they'd swing in, and everybody would come out and pay a cover to get in, because they never know who was going to be on stage. He said, I didn't even have to advertise.
No.
They had 3 huge dance floors. This place has got like a 50-foot frickin' ceiling. Maybe taller? I don't know.
It's pretty
It's
good size.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
But the old original stage is still intact. And Brian and I just went back. We were like, that's the stage.
Yeah. Kind of like the Ryman.
Right.
The circle.
Just let me touch this stage. But he, and Leon's telling us the story as he's taking us around showing us this massive building.
Yeah.
And then, Leon is a God-fearing man. And
He is.
He, 29, 30 years ago changed his life. And he really gives a lot to the church and really almost has his own church, so to speak, now.
Right.
And that's built into this building.
Yes.
And then 12 acres of, if the way they used to do this, and this is the way it's going to happen again. If you want to come out to a big show for the weekend in Aiken, South Carolina, at Leon's big facility, again, they had 3 huge dance floors in there at one time.
Yeah.
It was like Mickey Gilley's.
Yeah.
Right? Like Mickey Gilley's, that type of deal. And you would park your camper. They would never charge you. He actually built outdoor facilities, so they had showers, bathrooms that were open 24 hours a day, security, the whole deal. And you could come out and enjoy a weekend of music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to, like I said, you had your RV, or if you want to pinch a tent.
Yeah. And there's Waylon Jennings showing up, Willie Nelson.
Yeah, sky's the limit, man.
Oh, yeah.
But, we all showed up down there, and
we were there for a reason.
We was.
Yeah.
We was there for a reason. We signed on the label to become the GAC artist. So it was so nice, being around everybody, meeting everybody, the team.
Oh, yeah.
And meeting Leon and Diane and some of the musicians, man, that they had Leon's band that night. I believe that's his band, right? So they
were great.
So kind and talented. Oh, man.
I think the one guy was related to Stevie Ray Vaughan, like a nephew or something.
I believe so, yeah.
Jonathan Ryland.
Yeah, plays like him.
Oh, my God.
Smoking.
And I'm going to tell you.
Smoking.
The guy knows how to work a crowd. Not only is he a major league guitar player. The guy could be playing studio anywhere, probably does. But he came up to all of us, shook our hands, welcomed us to the label.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And was
very kind.
And just a great, great young man.
Yeah.
And
everybody did.
Yeah, everybody did.
Yes,
the whole
for
place.
Sure, yeah.
And there was people there from, Leon is from that area. So there were people that have been fans of his for 50 years.
Yeah.
And they were all in the crowd.
Yeah.
And it was mind-numbing.
It was.
Really good.
Yeah. I felt at home.
Yeah, definitely.
And that was the environment. Everybody it was like family.
Yeah. And I got to tell you a quick Billy Payne story. Billy and I said, I want to get a picture with you. He's got the #1 song now on Cashbox, you know. I'm just trying to go like this for some luck, you know. And he's not a small guy. You know, he's a pretty tall cat. So he comes over, and I got my arm around him, you know, I'm giving him the new bear hug. And anyway, we're standing there talking, and I got the picture. He looked up at me, and he goes, I'm not guessing how you got your nickname. I said, which one, Teddy Bear or Big Guy? He said, the second one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and he put on a great show, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. He's a Waylon Jennings tribute,
Yeah.
and he actually plays with the Waylanders, Waylon's band.
Amazing.
I mean, how rich is that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, so, yeah.
Well, he's already a star.
Yeah,
and he was the first one signed to GAC
Right.
Records. And then Adam Grant, I can't name everybody, there's 8 people signed. Brian and I were
Yeah,
also
the
signed.
gospel,
Yeah.
original gospel.
I met the gospel,
Epps.
2 of the gospel guys.
Yeah.
I was, and they're both preachers. And I was talking to them, and they asked me about my background, and I talked about, you know, I was an international child safety advocate, and they, you know, asked me if you were speaking to a younger group of kids, what would you tell them? And this isn't the time for all this, but I told them, and they said, could we get you one of these days to maybe get online and talk to the kids? So, you know, I'm
Nice.
never going to get away from what it is that I do. So,
Well, I don't
great
think
people.
you want to, do you?
No, I
Yeah,
love it.
yeah, yeah.
And they're just great people. These guys, and boy, we had them, didn't we? We had them those guys laughing.
It was a good time.
They
It
were-
really
everybody
was.
was having a great time, and yeah. So again, Beverly Jenkins brought all that together. She is. So how do we describe it? She was our promoter, originally your promoter,
Right.
and I sort of got discovered through Brian.
Yeah.
And she said, you know, she heard me sing a song or something. So well, I wonder if I could talk to him.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's so Beverly has been a promoter for years, and she owns GAC Music Group, and also now, how do you
BGJ Promotions.
BGJ Promotions and music.
Yep.
And then she also now handles everything for GAC record label.
Right.
All the promotions go through her.
Yes.
And man, they picked the right person.
Oh boy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Yeah. Absolutely. Without a doubt.
She
Without a
takes 0 prisoners. And we talked earlier on our podcast 11. This is podcast 12. By the way, the Sound Warriors. We came in kind of hot and heavy. They're the Sound Warriors. I'll put up a logo so you know where we're at. Okay? Yeah. And we are, again, out at the Shartzer estate in Macon, Illinois. I got my sidekick and my fiance, Kimmy,
Yeah.
over here. And,
still shy.
Yeah, she's shy. She doesn't like get on camera. She's kind of cute, though. But anyway, so we're just having a blast out here. And so, anyway, we got to give Beverly a shout out as usual because she has put this all together and really molded this thing with Leon Everett into, I think, a monster label.
It's coming.
It's
you know,
new,
they're-
but it's going to be good.
They're wanting to, you know, they're wanting to be a major label, and I mean, God, I hope so. This is where I was found, and this is really where I want to stay.
I think that's a song, bro.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I think that's a song. I like it.
So, you know, loyalty is me, bud.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I'm loyal. It's not about money for me. You know, it's not about fame. It's all about music.
Yeah,
Music
love
comes
it.
from the heart and it comes from the soul. And some people get lost. They want to chase that money sign, and hey, I get it. I do. I got a day job that pays all my bills, and I do very well. And with the help of my wife Vicky, so it's all about the music for me, and meeting new people, playing out, and enjoying and loving playing music. So.
Well, I'm somewhat like that. I'm retired, and I'm looking for new patches of teddy bear fur that have been knocked off over the years. Beverly's going to hear that.
She's like,
immediately. She's like,
boys,
I'm trying,
boys.
boys. These boys are always too tough. You know, something's always happening. Well, we've told this a few times. I mean, there's been times when Brian and I have been playing a dual show in a bar, and you know they want us to throw people out, thinking we're the bouncers. We're the band. I'm not going to get involved in any of this, you know. So anyway, so I don't do any of that anymore. I strictly am a teddy bear, and
You got the brand, baby.
I got the brand. Teddy's coming to the concert. We're going to be giving away little teddy bears. So one of the things that I'm excited about is I want to get some merchandise out there. And I know GAC probably has some plans on that. I don't know in the past what other places have done, and I'm not expecting any particular thing. I'm just saying, if I really think in today's market, artists have got to have a lot of really creative merchandise, because I think that's where, I'm retired, so I need the money.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
The problem that up and coming artists run into, they don't know us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can spend the money, and this is my personal. You can spend the money $500, $600, $700, $800 for shirts, and you got them, and you go out and play, and when you're going to a place you've never been, or even if you're going back to a place you played and you got 5 people there, 6 people, 10, 20. The problem with nowadays, everything is so expensive.
Right.
And gas prices $5-6 a gallon, so it's tough. It's tough for me to pull that string for merch right now.
Right.
But
but we've talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we have. But if one of our songs hits number 1, and hey, we got money coming in. You know what I mean? I'll pull that trigger.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I get it, and
Well, I'm going to give you a free teddy bear, so don't be begging for
old
one.
school,
All right.
yeah, we should we should have merch already and stuff like that. But things has kind of changed a little bit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, brother?
Well, it's tougher
In
to
the
make
last
money.
30 years.
It's tougher to make money.
It
used to be when everything was protected, so to speak, and everything wasn't digital, that an artist would sell a hard copy of something, whether it was an album, a 33 album, if it was a 45 back in the day, a CD, whatever it might be. You had to buy a hard copy. Well, now everything is digital, and again, not knocking anybody, but the people that are making money are the people that are holding those tracks, like Spotify. Everybody's signing up to get involved in things like that.
But
and
it
Apple
takes an astronomical amount of numbers
to make a nickel.
to make anything, bro.
Yeah.
You got to have like 1 million views.
Oh, yeah,
for $100
at the minimum,
or
yeah,
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we had who was it that was fighting that system? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I don't know if it was.
I made $52 last month on Facebook.
I haven't made a penny.
I made 50.
I haven't
now,
made
and
one
again,
dime.
I've got, me, I'm a marketing fool.
Yeah.
And I've got, I've had the last 90 days 349,000 views, and that's not a lot compared to like Beverly and other people that have 1 million or closer or more.
Right.
And so I'm just kind of getting my training wheels going on that. So yeah, I made $52 whole dollars, and I'm thinking, sometimes I'm in the studios, and working 6, 7, 8 hours a day trying to market myself, because you have to.
Yeah.
If Beverly does a great job, but she's in there hitting the bigger items for us.
She is.
But we're
along with the label.
Oh yeah, in the label, GAC now. That's all brand new.
Yes.
So yeah, so we've got some really good stuff going. So we talked about the band last time. What's your thought on shows? Because we talked about this. This is all new for us. When you're signed with the label, it's kind of like the label comes first, right?
Do. Yeah, and I haven't. Normally, I do a lot of shows, and I backed off this year, and it's kind of nice. And if that makes any sense, but I hate to book a bunch of shows for me. And then the label, Beverly says, "Hey, Brian, we need you to be in, South Carolina or Georgia or Florida for a show."
Yeah.
And if I got shows booked and I got to cancel, I don't like canceling shows. But the label comes first.
Yeah.
Period. So it's a juggling thing. It's a gamble. Okay.
Yeah.
And I've made it perfectly clear to places that I'm playing. Listen, I will book, but however, this is the deal. If the label calls me and says I gotta be at a certain place at a certain time, label comes first.
I want to. Yeah, I've always been super accountable to people. Like if I tell them I'm going to do something,
And
I'm
you
gonna
do it.
Yeah,
You do it.
and it's tough.
Yeah.
But I'll just give you an example of what we're talking about, because some people might be saying, well, what do they really mean by that? Well, I'll give you an example. The song that I did with Billy Don Burns, okay, his original song, Lonesome 77203. Billy Don Burns was going at the end of May. Okay, I think May 31st. And he was doing a show at the Troubadour with Way Jennings,
Yeah.
which is the grandson of Waylon Jennings. And he's a star in his own right.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
And he was doing a kickoff for his album. Creed Fisher was there, all these other names, a bunch of big players. And it was sort of touted about 3 weeks ago that Ways heard the song that I did and said, he didn't know my name. He said, your guy, instead of big guy. I don't know if he meant your guy like I was Billy's guy.
Hey.
But he said, hey, do you think your guy could come down and sing that song for us at the
Wow.
Troubadour, right?
Man, yeah, right.
Yeah, so
Cool.
I said, well, yeah.
Yeah.
And he goes, well, let me check it out and see if it's going to happen. Well, it ended up not happening,
Yeah.
because they obviously, when there's a totem pole, I'm like subterranean.
Yeah, I'm with you. I
But
understand.
the chance was there.
Yeah.
So it could happen, and you can't miss a chance like that.
No.
No matter what,
No.
you just somebody's got to understand that you just can't miss a chance like
Well,
that.
we've worked so hard to get where we're at.
Right.
And so it's, when I say loyal, I'm loyal. I mean, I am with,
We got the stories, don't we?
Yeah. But,
I mean, we played in front. I played in front of 3 people, and I've played in front of 3,000.
I concur. I mean, I played for Vicky several times. And it sucks. Everybody's like, well, take it as a paid rehearsal. Listen, I don't need a paid rehearsal.
Yeah.
I work my butt off woodshedding at home on my songs, you
Yeah.
know. I would rather just give me a little money for gas, whatever, and I'll pack my gear up and go home, because I don't want the bar or the place paying me X amount of dollars when nobody shows.
I got to throw a quick story
I
in.
feel kind of bad.
People like great stories, bro, and it's going to be at your expense. It's going to be at your expense when I'm telling stories. It's usually at your expense.
Yeah.
So anyway, Brian's playing at the bar. I got to make this short and sweet, and you can throw in whatever. But it's one of the funniest stories I ever heard, because we've been through it. We played a lot of shows, both of us. And he's in this bar. He comes in. I won't even name the bar. It just doesn't matter. But anyway, he goes in, and he comes back, and the weeds are grown over the stage to the point of, it had to be years. And there was enough cigarette butts laying all around that you could have made an arc out of them, right? Everywhere.
Beer cans, shot glasses,
Yeah.
picnic tables turned upside down.
Yep.
The wood that was for the fire pits was thrown all over. It's So I go in. Hey, where do I set up? Blah blah blah. The bartender don't even know I'm even
He
showing
says
up.
out there. Out there.
And I was like, "You out here? Yeah."
In the forest?
So I said, "Is anybody going to clean this up?" Well, you think I'm going to clean it up?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah.
So I said, "Well, I'll be back at 4:30 to load in and to get ready to get set up."
And it got worse.
I hope.
It got worse. How far do you want to go with the story?
Oh man.
How far you want to go?
Oh, let's just say I'll never play there again.
Well, let me just say one name that might bring back something to you. Justin Bieber. Now this cat right here, if you haven't heard his songs, check him out. You can go in any one of 1,000 platforms and just put in Brian Shartzer's music, okay? Any of his songs will come up. And listen to this guy do outlaw country. It would be a treat, and I mean that. I'm just telling you, bro.
And God love you for that.
It would be a treat to pay to go see this guy and do the outlaw country stuff he does. Well, all of a sudden, there's 4 drunk chicks rolling around on the ground in this forest growing over this thing with cigarette butts, screaming, "Play Justin Bieber," and yelling in his face.
Yeah. I just look at him. I got a big old 8x12 banner behind me. Outlaw country. And you want me to sing Justin Bieber?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah. No,
Sorry.
you got to. You got to do some Bieber. Yeah. So, yeah, it was ugly.
And then it got worse after that, but we won't
go there. Yeah. I was stopping at Bieber. I was stopping there. Yeah. And then there's other times, and I'll just tell you about one of my shows that I had that was a fabulous show. I had a show quite a few years back, and my band was playing, and we were lucky enough to get on a little bill at Navy Pier in Chicago.
Ooh.
And I didn't know what we were getting into. They just said, "You guys are going to do a set." Okay. Well, there was frickin' people everywhere. And I'm going to tell you, there's probably 3,000 people watching the stage, and then people milling around, going into the stores, barbecue, whatever they're, eating food and just having a blast. And I'm telling you, when you are a performer, it takes you to, and anybody that's performed will tell you, it's just like if I did a speaking engagement on child safety. If there were 40 salespeople there, I gave it everything I had. I left nothing at home.
Sure.
But if I was talking at a automobile convention and there was 4,000 people, I was jumping off the stage and going, you go to another level. You agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just something you do. So shows like that make you want to go out and perform. Shows with 4 drunk chicks in nasty-looking halter tops rolling around on cigarettes.
You went there.
Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it. But by the way, if you get that gig again next year, I'll take it.
No. No, I will not be playing there.
Kimmy just looked at me and goes, "What? No, I didn't mean it like that, honey. No. Yeah, I just want a good crowd of 4 drunk people rolling on the ground. What the hell is going on?
Play some Justin Bieber. I demand you.
Yeah.
Stomps her foot at me and points her finger in my nose.
I demand you to sing Justin
I demand
Bieber.
you to play Justin Bieber. I was like,
woo! You should have called in the teddy bear.
Oh.
I'd have taken care of the bartender first and then the Bieberettes. The Bieberettes would have been thrown out. Belt and the hair.
There was no love after that.
Yeah. Grab right hand on the belt, left hand on the hair.
Oh.
Like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The things we go through playing in places, you know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
know.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So,
Speaking of playing, where are you playing at next couple of nights?
I'm playing in Kankakee tomorrow, baby.
Oh, yeah? Sunday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
At American Legion, yeah. This place is awesome. I played there one other time. It's an outside venue, and they got a huge, it's like an aircraft hangar, okay? Just a big hangar. And, they got a stage outside beer garden. It's just,
Cool.
It's awesome. It's an awesome place to play. And I'll be up there from 2 to 5 tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that, so yeah. And I got some, bike night coming up and some other places that I'm playing.
Cool deal.
So I got several shows coming, but I'm ready to get on that GAC train.
Yep, we're ready.
Hurricane train, baby.
Do some shows, hopefully close.
Yeah.
I've got a guy that
absolutely.
Kimmy's brother knows this guy, Jason, and he is a big timer. He's out of Vegas, and he books Slaughter, the band Slaughter, and he's got 4 or 5 other acts that he also works with. But Slaughter is they're $40,000 a night.
Oh well,
and
they're Slaughter.
Yeah, and then they're doing a tour with Motley Crue, so he's on the back end of that tour booking because he's a good booker, and so he's booking Slaughter and Motley Crue. Well, because of Kimmy's brother, I got hooked in with him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Nice.
he and I really hit it off, and so he's looking for some. I'm like the one that's on the very bottom end. And he called me the other day and said, "What would you think about doing a co-bill with 5 chicks from Chicago that do nothing but Def Leppard songs, a Def Leppard cover band?" And I said, "Well, how much would I make?" And he gave me a number, and I said, "Man, Def Leppard it is, whatever." So all these things are flying in, but I guess I'm not up at the top of the heap yet. You got to get what you can get. But he's trying to book me some stuff in Illinois.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, my band is ready. To hit the road. In by July 15th. So that's where we're booking. So
Nice.
if anybody sees this and they want to book Big Guy in the Mob, I'll bring all my originals to the table, which are 5 or 6 right now, and then I've got a whole couple sets full of some pretty tasty covers, some stuff that everybody recognizes. And the other thing is, everybody that's in my band has 40 or 50 years experience. These guys are all 60-ish, and could be playing in a studio anywhere, and it just is like a glide for me. All I do is sing. I'm blessed. So, and you're heading the same way. You got some killers.
We're and I believe it or not, I don't have nothing to do with this. This is all Kurt Terry. My tech support guy.
Go, Kurt.
Yeah, so he's putting in, he's getting all the hitters, and then once he says, okay, I got the team.
Well, they'll be glad. I'll tell you this: they'll be glad and I mean this, they'll be glad they joined the team because you're going to be playing some big, big shows. You're going to be opening, this is my prediction, for some big, big shows like Adam Grant opened for, what was that?
Heck yeah, I believe it was Randy Travis.
Yeah, it was somebody else too.
Yeah.
Zach Brown Band.
Yeah.
He opened for Zach Brown Band. And, Leon's got all these
Leon
contacts.
knows a lot of people.
Oh, my God, yeah.
I mean.
Well, he
like
just
I
wrote
said,
that song for the 250 Years of America.
Right.
They're doing that album, and it's Aaron Tippin, Leon Everett, is it John Anderson? Just a swinging.
Yeah, John Anderson,
Yeah.
and then what's the other cat's name? Hootie and Blowfish, or no.
Hootie and the Blowfish guy.
Yeah, what's doggone it?
Don't do that to me. I tell you his name all the time. Oh, Darius.
Darius Rucker.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kimmy.
Darius, I'm sorry.
Kimmy.
Yeah. If we get a chance to open, Darius, I gotta say this. I was a Hootie and the Blowfish fan for years, and if we get a chance to open for you, I'm gonna tell you right now, I will let you take one shot and hit the teddy bear, and then I'll start singing.
Oh my gosh. See, we need you, Kimmy.
Yeah.
She's like
our director.
She's a silent partner, man.
Yeah.
Partner. She's on the side.
It's our director over there. She's giving us signs. What do you think?
Hey, a big shout out to Leon.
Yeah.
Because he didn't have to take us on. He rolled the dice with us.
Yeah.
And,
He's still rolling the dice.
Yeah. And we can learn so much from him. I can just feel it. He's got a lot of knowledge.
Yeah.
A lot of what to do and what not to do. He's going to be our teacher.
Oh yeah.
And I'm so looking forward to learning from him. And I want to say this because when I did the video recording video podcast with Tribe Nation, there's two things in this business that you really don't want to talk about, and that's religion and politics.
Yeah.
So I've always tiptoed around that. But I'm going to tell you, Leon, Uncle Rob, and Uncle Rhino, and I hope you guys see this and hear this. It's because of you. Now I'm not afraid.
Yeah. I knew where you were going.
To praise our God.
I knew where you were going.
I'm not worried about stepping on eggshells to praise our God.
Right.
Because He's our God.
Right.
And God is great. And so I want to thank you three so much for teaching me that.
Well, without going into our backgrounds, I will say this: you probably more than me, for sure. But we both have cheated death a few times.
Oh, well, absolutely.
And we've been in some rough positions. Let's put it that way.
But I'll tell you, I've never had a bad life.
No,
you know what I mean?
No,
I've never had addiction problems. I've never had any kind of addiction at all whatsoever.
Yeah.
Just bad luck. Wrong place, wrong time.
Well, you also served this country for quite a few years, and we're in a lot of jams.
So I tell you, talking to God, which I have and I do every day, like I said on Tribe Nation, my life and the music overall and everything has turned around.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Absolutely. I'm a spiritual cat. Yeah. I have been for a long time. Kimmy knows that.
Yeah.
And I can just tell you that there are times where I need to go, I pretty much, my motor runs like yours all the time. I mean, like, 90 miles an hour.
Right.
But sometimes I just need to go and reflect and remain humble and think about what's the most important thing. And the most important thing to me is the health of my 4 kids that are all grown, my 10 grandkids, and I put everything in that order. It's family, God, family, country, and that's in my song, So Red, White, and Blue. My flag, my family, me and you is the tagline on it.
Yeah. And so it's amazing.
It's the way I believe.
It's just yesterday driving into work, I pray. I talk to God on my way in, driving down the road. Okay, that's when I talk to my God. And yesterday, I told him that, you know what? It's not about me today in this prayer. I'm praying for everybody.
Yep.
Everybody else. And my prayer today is I hope that one person, at least one person, finds God or Jesus. I pray for that because that's what I want.
Yeah. Just pray for calmness. And, there's so many people, and, a lot of the military people, 22 a day, and,
our police, our fire, our EMS.
Yeah, they take they take their life. They take their life in their own hands as well. But, pray for calmness. And, you and I both, we're not sitting here praying to be stars, anything like that. Here's what we want. We both have a message to send, and it's in our music.
It is.
So
because our music comes from our heart,
exactly,
and our soul.
Yep,
as it should.
So if you want to hear our music, because we're going to close this out right now, if you want to hear our music, you can go to any one of 1,000 platforms and type in Brian Shartzer,
or the big guy.
Yeah, you can put me in. Yeah, and you can go to my website. Yeah. I do a separate website. It's real simple. It's www.bigguymusic.com. I'm also on all those same platforms.
Yeah, we're on YouTube.
Everywhere. Just put our
iTunes,
names in.
Spotify. I mean, everywhere.
And reach out to us. Let us know what you think of the music. What would you like us to try? I had somebody the other day that sent me a song, which is cool.
Yeah, oh, really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, sent me lyrics and said, would you be interested in doing a song? I don't know, so I'll look at whatever. I've got right now 22 songs finished. One that's on the charts, number 79 in the country on Cashbox charts. Where are your songs at now?
Well, I tell you, I got, of course, top 10. They called them Outlaws, and Country Roots came in at number 30. And we're going to know here before too much longer if it's going up. If it's going up the charts, baby.
Yeah, it is.
And so we're going to see. But next Wednesday, I'm going to Eclipse Studio, and I'm doing a Billy Don Bird song, man.
Amazing tune.
Very humbling song. The song title. I swear I haven't been drinking.
Yeah,
I have not.
But we're cooking steaks, so we need tongs. We need tongs for them.
So the song titles. That's what the song title is. That's When I Knew.
Yeah. And
the story behind that song, man, Beverly had a great idea, and hey, she's my teacher, right? And so I told her, I told Billy when I talked to Billy when I got the song dropped in my lap, I said, listen, how you wrote this song and the history behind this song. When I go into the studio to record this song, I'm going to be on my knees. I'm going to have the microphone down. I'm going to sing this song from my knees. Because that's where the song originally came from Billy.
Yep.
He hit his knees, okay? And
in a hotel room.
In a hotel room.
With his buddy, who said, if you're going to go, I'll go with you.
Yeah. I mean, this song is...
It's heavy.
It's heavy,
Dude.
And so...
It'd knock anybody to their knees.
Yeah, so Beverly's... So I told Billy that I was going to do that, and he was like, man, thank you, brother.
Yeah.
And that's very humbling. But and I mean it because it comes from my heart. But... So Beverly's like, when we get this song all done, mastered, it's ready to go. I want you to go back into the studio, and sit on a bench or seat or whatever stool, and play the music in the background.
Yep.
And I want you to do an interview talking about the song.
Mm-hmm.
What a great idea!
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Reflecting.
Yeah.
Because it's heavy.
Oh.
This is a absolute rip your soul out. And if it wasn't for a $7,000 check that the other guy got,
who knows?
He was basically calling around to talk to his people. Finally, that he was going to at least say goodbye to him. And the one guy said, "By the way, you got a $7,000 check from a song that he wrote for George Strait."
Yeah.
And he looked at Billy and said, "You want to go to California?" And they didn't do what they were going to do.
Yeah.
But they spent a half an hour on their knees begging God for forgiveness for everything they had done.
Or what they were about to do.
Well, that too. And they'd been rascals too.
Yeah. I mean, they've been ornery.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, it's part of the. part of the biz. It is what it is. So yeah, so next Wednesday, man, I'm putting my vocals to it for the first time.
Love it.
So
knock it out of the park, bro.
I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
All right. Well, we're the Sound Warriors. You got Big Guy right here.
And you got Brian Shartzer.
All right, Sound Warriors, podcast number 12. And we are out.